Howdy friends, Tulio here from Colorado. You know that. Hey, you know, when you live in Colorado and it's the winter time, or really any time of year, it's fun to get out of town sometimes. You know, I live in Colorado Springs. My family really enjoys to get away to a place called Mount Princeton. It's in a town called Nathrop, okay? But Mount Princeton is part of the Collegiate Peaks. Colorado doesn't have just one chain of mountains. We have several chains of mountains. The first one is, we call it the Front Range. That's where Colorado Springs, Pueblo, Denver, Fort Collins, Boulder are all at. The second range of mountains, the aspect of it where I am right now, is called the Collegiate Peaks. So we got Mount Princeton, Mount Yale, Mount Harvard, Mount Antero, and several others. But anyway, my family came over to Mount Princeton just for a little, literally 36-hour getaway, rented a cabin, and we're gonna do the hot springs. I'm gonna show you what that's all about. Here's the view from our front porch. That's so snowy. Mount Princeton Hot Springs also has its own really large building right over here. It's pretty neat. They throughout the year, people have weddings and events and Christmas parties, things like that. This building right here is the lodge. This is where you check in to get your cabin rental or hotel room rental. In the warmer part of the year, you can sit outside and eat. They do have a really nice restaurant in there, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This is a handy little spot here. They've got their own convenience store, and it's a souvenir shop too. We can get Mount Princeton everything, hoodies and, you know, hats, gloves, all that kind of stuff. They even sell bathing suits and everything, because you can get in the water here, surprisingly, even this time of year. Down here is the entrance to the hot springs. They have these flags here that guide you on in. It's pretty cool. They got a heated sidewalk that runs through a part of this part of the grounds here, and it brings you right over here to this really cute bridge over the water. Now that water is super cold, but what's neat is where it leads to. Just walking across this bridge, I'm going to show you a beautiful little scenery here. It's another cabin. They come in a few different shapes and sizes. This one has benches outside in the spring or summer. People can grill. They even have gas grill hookups already set up. Over here, they have a spa where you can get massages, and they have classes. They have yoga classes and different things you can do from an exercise standpoint. Okay, now this pool hasn't opened yet. See the steam coming off of it. This is geothermal heated pool. This is the adult side. They have several pools here. This one's adult, and then we have ones that are family. Several acres of land that this resort had purchased over the years and built cabins all around it. Some of them are duplex style where two families can rent a side and stuff like that, but this is the style that we rented for the weekend. Plenty of parking, which is pretty awesome. And they also have these more, they call them creekside suites. In fact, it says it right here on the side. They're more like apartment rentals, 2-bedroom apartment type rentals. They could sleep 4 versus the cabins that can sleep 6. So here's a cool view of the creek as it transitions over to the pools. There's a pool house right there that has showers and everything in it. I'm going to zoom in a little bit for you. There's 2 pools. This is kind of the warm pool. The one close to the building is the hot. Okay, and then headed over that way is the adult pool connected to the spa. As you can see, mountains go up, up, and up. All right, so that was Mount Princeton Hot Springs. Only about 2.5 hours away from Colorado Springs. If you're visiting Colorado, you got to check out the hot springs that we have throughout the state. This is a prominent one. And if you live in Colorado and you haven't visited any of the hot springs, Mount Princeton Hot Springs is one you got to check out. All right. Hey, friends, if you like the videos I bring you, Make sure to like, follow, or subscribe on whatever channel you're watching, and I'll make sure to bring you more. Take care.